Hello, this is my official Halo tier list. I'm at a point in my life where video games are going to be a more recreational hobby instead of a lifestyle choice, as they were for many, many years. This is not a goodbye, it is a farewell to old habits and new beginnings. So, in the vein of that, here is my Halo tier list, starting with Halo Combat Evolved. That is an easy double S tier. Absolutely revolutionary game. Absolutely incredible gameplay mechanics. Had groundbreaking console implications. Before Halo, the only really competent first person shooter for the consoles was GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, which were excellent games. But Halo took it to an entirely new level, and Bungie designed a ground up control scheme that was so intuitive that every first person shooter on console for 20 years has copied and duplicated but never properly imitated the Halo formula. This game had a god tier campaign with an amazing story. You didn't need regular boss fights because the AI was so intelligent from the Covenant and the Flood, which had the single greatest reveal of any enemy in video game history, that it didn't really matter. Every single encounter felt like a boss encounter. And that was the first time I felt like just regular enemies had the skill and power of a boss. The music was god tier perfection from Martin O'Donnell. Every track perfect, every single level amazing, every single weapon utterly amazing and legendary and so much fun to use. But the pistol stood above them all, being overly broken and just a legendary weapon, one of the greatest FPS weapons of all time. Pretty much broke the sandbox, but the sandbox was so intuitive and fun, it didn't matter what combination you picked up. Classic, utterly goated maps. You have Blood Gulch, the perfect FPS map, the perfect BTB, perfect 4v4, any type of amount of players, Blood Gulch work. You know what? This is a triple S game. Halo Combat Evolved is an immaculate masterpiece. No, it's not double S. I was wrong. This is a triple S game in every way. And the PC version took perfection and made it more perfection. You have Halo Custom Edition. You have endless customization, insane firefight modes before firefight was even a thing in Halo. You had an incredible map developing kit before Forge even existed. You have infinite replayability. People are still playing the PC release of Halo 1 to this day because that is how amazing that game is. You would have consistently low ping, and it was just absolutely glorious. This game set the trend for the next 20 years of FPS, and to this day, no other franchise, even Halo itself, has truly capitalized quite like the original classic. So, anybody who says that Halo 1 is less than Triple S, the top of the top, is fooling themselves in every way. Follow This is the only game that two games that could be overwhelmingly superior to Halo 1 because they are. Halo 2 is even better than Halo 1 by a lot. And that's saying a lot given one is a 10 out of 10. This one might as well be a 10 to 20 out of 10. The best campaign of any video game ever released in history. Mass Effect level character development, god tier story, amazing plot points, amazing battles, amazing weapons, so many Easter eggs, so many secrets. The beginning of Xbox Live, the first truly viable console online gaming experience. You play console games online. Halo 2 is the blueprint of how you are doing that right now. A revolutionary game. In my opinion, Halo 2 is the most revolutionary of all the Halo games. This game changed the face of the industry more than any other game on this list. It changed everything. Everyone has to live up to the standard Halo 2 set by Bungie, and no one has truly come close. Absolutely legendary ranking system. The 1 through 50, endless replayability, super addictive, so much fun, perfect vehicles, absolutely god tier DLC. This was when there weren't stupid microtransactions and you would get everything complete day one. Bungie always shipped Halo complete, full featured, but then would add so many more features that no other game could compete. It's funny that Halo Modern is live service, but the early old school Halos killed at live service 10 to 20 years before any game ever did. Like when games talk about microtransactions and content and customization, Halo was the blueprint that made those games successful possibly at all. Halo was the gold standard for customization and still is done properly, as I will get to later. And Halo 2 exemplified this in every way, shape, and form. Martin O'Donnell improves on perfection again, an immaculate soundtrack. Every single scene, every single moment of the campaign is perfect. Co-op is even better. You cannot ask for a better first-person shooter experience than Halo 2. You simply can't, except for one video game to end them all. The greatest, in my opinion, video game ever made of all time. Halo 3. And yes, I believe Halo 3 is superior to Halo 2. Imagine everything you love about Halo 3, everything you love about Halo 2, all of it, 10,000%, distilled into perfection in one perfect game. And that is Halo 3. From start to finish, absolutely god tier campaign. Even though you don't fight against the elites and the brutes are not quite as fun to fight, they are still so much fun to fight. The campaign is still utterly legendary. Flood Encounters is the best in the entire franchise, which changed Halo forever and gave Halo literally infinite replayability. You can make your own maps, your own game modes, endless possibilities. Griffball, Fat Kid, Expanded Infection, a better one of the ranking system, armor customization, the Recon Road to Recon, and Recon was so amazing. The amount of steps you had to take to unlock it, I was there. I did the VidMaster challenges, and getting Recon after all that was legendary, goated status. The feeling of accomplishment in Halo 3 was like no video game I've ever played. The ranking system was beyond addictive and absolutely intuitively designed from top to bottom. Every single bit of DLC in Halo 3, immaculate. The very first one gave us the expansion of the Forge mode, a map that could become 10,000 maps in one. And they just continue to improve and improve in this game from beginning to end. Halo 3 has infinite replayability to this day. On the Master Chief Collection, it is still an absolute complete masterpiece. The complete package, the gold standard for video games, FPS, only equaled by, I'd say, Half-Life 2 in terms of cultural impact on the industry. And you can't go wrong. If you don't like Halo 3, then I have nothing to say to you because we will never have anything in common ever today, tomorrow, or until the ends of time and space. This game will be played, cherished, and adored as it should be. Absolute god tier. And you know what else? I slagged on Halo Reach really hard when I first played it. I thought about like a B. Part of me really hates armor lock and thinks like C, but no, you know what? Halo Reach is absolutely triple S tier. Oh yeah, this is the most underrated Halo game, the most underrated video game of all time ever. You thought Halo 3 was content complete, feature complete. This game has customization that made Halo 3 look like building blocks, mega blocks. Visor customization, armor, wrist, utility, colors, species. Oh, did I forget to mention Forge World? A huge selection of like several hundred Forge maps in one massive playground. Endless replayability times 1,000. The greatest PvE inspired mode ever, Invasion, completely perfect in every way. From the beta, I knew it was going to be the defining Halo mode, and 343 not once has ever made Invasion come back. Not once. Unforgivable. Warzone is a poor man's Invasion. Let's just put it out there right now that Warzone is gimped Invasion. This is the real deal. Absolutely amazing weapons. For the Xbox 360, next generation graphics. Once again, a perfect soundtrack by Martin O'Donnell in every way. The campaign was super heartbreaking and heartfelt, and despite not playing as the Chief, the fact that you played Noble Six as your custom Spartan avatar made this game bang. This is how Halo, in my opinion, could have ended with the highest of grace. Bungie ended Halo in the most perfect way ever. And of course, I'm going to mention ODST as a double S. The only reason why it's not triple S is because it is not as full featured and it's mainly an expansion of Halo 3. So consider ODST a part of the Halo 3 complete package and experience. Firefight is absolutely incredible. The most atmospheric video game, one of the most atmospheric I've ever played. Hauntingly amazing soundtrack. Halo's soundtrack, just up until this point, immaculate in every single way. Firefight, legendary, absolutely replayability forever. Play against waves of any enemy you want to play from the Halo universe in awesomely designed maps that are tons of fun. And Halo Reach took this to an entirely new level with customizable waves, weapons, traits, properties, everything you can think of on an even better Firefight canvas. Halo Reach was the complete package and the best possible final send-off for Bungie to stop developing Halo games. And it is basically all downhill from here. Yeah. So, what do I think of Halo 4? What do you think I think? Oh God, what an awful, awful, truly abysmal game. And I mean, the drop in quality is so, like, overwhelmingly ugly. The worst sequel imaginable. Horrible weapon balance. The weapons are awful. The BR is a joke in this game. The bolt shot, broken. Everything, broken. Graphics, ugly. The Master Chief. This is not the Master Chief. Whatever the hell this ugly, like, Power Ranger shit is, it's not the Master Chief. That is the Master Chief, not this. This is the Master Chief. This. Not that. That is a symbol of failure and betrayal. You remember 343 Guilty Spark, the bastard who killed Sergeant Johnson, and you hate and want to laser in the face all the time? That is the analogy perfectly suited to describe 343 Industries, the God help us all current shepherd of the Halo franchise. Oh, God. Okay, let's get the last positive, one or two positives. There are some positives still, despite most of these being 343 managed. Some of these can be fantastic, okay? Halo 4 is not one of them. This is the worst Halo game of all time. This game is ass. This game should not be played by anybody. It is awful. And yes, it's on the Master Chief Collection. And that really exemplifies how bad this game sucks. Because to go from Halo CE, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo Reach, all of these games are in the Chief Collection, which, by the way, yes, the Master Chief Collection, we're going to get to that in a second. But I just need to reiterate how trash Halo 4 is. You have Call of Duty perks, you have Call of Duty loadouts that are awful compared to Call of Duty. This game sucked on COD's dick, despite not needing to. It's Halo. Call of Duty would kill orphanages to beat Halo 3 for a single day. The original 4 Halo games, Call of Duty would kill to beat Halo for even 30 seconds. Why Halo then decided to copy COD did not look good for Halo. And now Call of Duty is in the lead, and frankly, they deserve to be, because Call of Duty is still doing new stuff, and the quality of the current Call of Duty games right now is unfortunately higher than the current Halo games. Something I never thought ever would come out of my mouth. Sounds like sacrilege, but it's the truth. Nothing else to say about Halo 4. It's trash. Let's move on. Okay, the Master Chief Collection, the next 343 game. The launch of this game is F tier. They butchered all of the classic games, unplayable garbage at launch for over 3 years, trash. However, in its current state, the Master Chief Collection is my favorite video game of all time. It is absolutely goated beyond anything. And Pierre Hines, from 343 needs credit, he took a turd and turned it into a god. You have Halo Combat Evolved. You have Halo 2. You have Halo 3. You have Halo Reach. Yes, you have Halo 4 too. Why the hell not? in one amazing game. All the campaigns, all the multiplayer, and the PC version is the definitive version because you have all the best mods, infinite new maps, new missions, new weapons, new content. This game is God tier. Up there with Elden Ring, Ragnarok, Legends of the Ocarina of Time, Mario 64. Take your pick. This game sits at the very pantheon at the top. This game will be played for all of time. The best of the best currently. You have perfect Halo gameplay, all fused into one experience. Get the PC version. Get a PC. I'm sorry, I'm a PC Master Race person. Don't bother with the console. Going from 120 to 300 FPS or higher to 60 lock and terrible version 4K. I mean, if that's in your budget and you want your console, go right ahead. But once you experience true PC gaming, true like Halo at 300 FPS, you can't go back. Halo at 300 FPS is life changing. You just can't play it the same way again. You just can't. And the Master Chief Collection offers that experience with unlimited frame rate cap. And yeah, it is a go-to game. Unfortunately, this is where most of the positives for this are going to end. Next, we have Halo 5. The movement mechanics and gameplay are excellent in this game. This game's garbage. Hot, steamy pile of garbage. Worst campaign ever. Of all time. The worst story of any video game I've ever played. The whole Hunt the Truth was a deceptive lie. The Master Chief is still wearing that stupid Power Ranger helmet. You have characters you will never care about. Story you don't care about. The elites are an actual joke in this game. The Covenant in this game are pathetic. A disgrace to such a dignified and powerful enemy force that was truly respectable to fight in the Halo franchise. 343 turned them into a blundering, idiotic joke. An actual joke. Oh, and the Rec Pack's microtransactions pay to win Warzone instead of classic invasion PvE action. You have to pay for a gimped firefight. Oh, and that's right. Halo 4 had Spartan Ops, and it's absolutely garbage. Absolutely the worst. You know what? These are both F-tier games. Sorry, these games are bad. Really bad. Yes, Halo 5's gameplay and advanced movement mechanics I can put like around here. Everything else about this game is straight up F. It's just F. It really is. But you know what? I have a soft spot for Halo's like movement mechanics, and the Forge was really good in Halo 5. It ended up pretty good. I just can't give it higher than D for the worst campaign of any game ever, with the worst story ever. A total slap in the face, and the rec system was pure greed. Pure greed. And that's not the end of that, but it just has to be mentioned. Total pay to win, total like fear of missing out, preying on insecurities, and most of the maps were poorly designed. Halo 4's design mostly BTB maps that no one played in a single playlist. And Halo 5 began the trend of Halo having incomplete or bare bones features. No Forge at launch. No split screen! Oh yeah, no split screen in this game. No split screen. That alone should make it F. It's just I loved the advanced movement mechanics enough that I'm willing to give it a chance. But that's as high as it's going to go. It's still garbage. And now for the more obscure Halo games after one big one. Actually, I'll save the big one for last. Halo 2060 is A. I really like this game. It's a great rendition. It's actually pretty fun. It's actually a solid experience. As for Spartan Strike and Assault, really, really mid at best. Really, really mid. Honestly. I'd put them at D. I'd put them D, yeah. Can't say they're anything amazing. For Halo Wars 1, I would definitely say it's passable. Definitely an enjoyable game. Halo's meant to be a first-person shooter, not really RTS. I love RTS. I'm big on Age of Empires, but Halo RTS has a way to go. However, Halo Wars 2, man, that has got some potential, man. It's going A. Aatrox is a legendary villain, my favorite villain in the Halo franchise. I'm really hoping the next mainstream Halo after Halo Infinite, he is the main antagonist. Please don't erase the Banished story. It's by far the best new story arc for the franchise. and better RTS tactics and gameplay, and a legendary villain. So Halo Wars 2, honestly, A tier. Halo, the arcade game is fucking awful. Don't ever play this game. Don't ever play this game. Oh yeah, Halo 4? You want a way to make Halo 4 great? This game is that game. It's bad. It's it's nauseating. It's like point click arcade shooter and with the most brain dead, ugly Halo graphics and gameplay. There is nothing Halo about this game. It is trash. If you see it, shoot a teabag on sight. Don't ever play the arcade twin stick shooter. This game is fucking garbage. Real garbage. Like Halo 4 compared to this would be C. It's not F, F, F. But this game is the lowest of the low. Total cash grab, and it is freaking unbearable to play. Don't ever bother. Oh, and by the way, the Halo TV series is also a solid F below this. I would rather you play this and jack off to the machine arcade engine than ever, 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 ever watch a single episode of the garbage Paramount Halo series Master Chiefs. Just don't ever talk of that damn bullshit. It's not Halo. It's an abomination unto God our Lord. May he kill it with all the fire and all the rioters. It's that bad. It really is. And now, the hardest one to rank. Halo Infinite. This game launched really shit. No content, no forge, no ranking system, no nothing. Comparing this to Halo 5 and Halo 4, though, honestly, and Halo Infinite's Forge mode, gas as fuck legendary. I'm gonna put it, this is controversial, double S. Yes. Yes, Halo Infinite gets a lot of hate, okay? Yes, Halo Infinite gets a lot of shit, and I've given this game plenty of shit on my YouTube channel, but frankly, I love Halo Infinite's core gameplay. I love the grapple shot. I love the repulsor. I love the way this game feels. I love the way this game plays. I want future Halo games to feel more like Halo Infinite. And that's saying a lot, because this game has major issues. There is still no real content, constant issues, it breaks a lot. When it is actually functioning, this game is gas. The gameplay is phenomenal. Now the ranking system's in the game. Frankly, Season 4 should have been launched. Delayed another few years. It has incomprehensible levels of potential. No Halo game ever made has the potential that Halo Infinite has. That's why it's double S. Because honestly, it is a double S game. In its current state, it is becoming a definitively classic Halo game. It's the only worthy 343 Industries Halo game. Let's just put it that way. Frankly, they're down to their last chance, because apparently the next Halo game is going to be Unreal Engine 5, and if they can pull off a better Halo than Halo Infinite on Unreal Engine 5, that is the only way I would ever give 343 Industries the benefit of the doubt, because, make no mistake, Halo Infinite launched F tier. Halo Infinite at launch is an F tier game. At launch, F. Dog shit. No content, predatory microtransactions, $20 to $30 for armor, a third of the price of the full retail game, and you can't even match the colors you pay the money for on the cores you want. There's still no cross-core that needs to come to the game. But the gameplay and Forge alone, and the features of this game, and honestly, a really good campaign. I like Infinite's campaign. Does it need DLC? Yes, it does. Is it fun to play? Compared to 4 and 5, anything will be fun. But it is definitely fun. And Season 5, apparently, Halo Infinite is going to get a groundbreaking, quite possibly the greatest thing ever to come to Halo in history, forgeable AI. Oh, you have no campaign DLC? Don't worry, you're going to be able to make your own invasion, your own firefight, your own single-player Halo experiences, and play them with your friends. If that isn't double S, I don't know what is, and if they are stupid enough Do not put that in Halo Infinite. After 5 seasons, the game will fail and deserve to fail. Because look, I'm being as nice to Halo Infinite as I could. Most people would tell me to put it F. You're not a real Halo fan. You put it here. No. I haven't had real, true, new Halo in 10 years. Halo Infinite, at least they gave a shit. No shit's given here. No shit's given here. Less of a shit given with Halo 4 and Halo 5. Just disrespectful garbage. You know what? I don't care about the advanced movement mechanics. Halo 5 goes to F. 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 This game is an F game. Both of these games are trash. But Halo Infinite deserves to be here in its current state. Halo Infinite is a double S game. Of course, it will never, ever be this. Like, this is not a tiny gap, okay? This is like 10,000% difference in quality. Not 10%, not 100. No, this is a 10,000% difference. This is an A versus A quintillion plus, okay? Infinite will not ever be this level, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. It's just not going to happen. But Infinite has potential to be this or better. It does. It really does. I love the gameplay. It is fun. It's the most competitive Halo has been, and casual friendly currently, in a very long time. Halo has been in a very rough spot for a long time, but slowly things might be looking up. But frankly, 343 gets one more chance. If they botch the next Halo game, can this developer or the franchise will be canned as well. And that will be a tragedy, as I love Halo, as many do, and I do not want to see this franchise die because of utter incompetence when it defined the entire industry and gaming for over 2 decades. Thank you. That is my tier list. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll catch you later.